So this whole album process has taken a lot of my free time, some of my kid time, but it's been just a beautiful adventure and experience that I wouldn't trade. These songs, the sentiment, the album as a whole has brought me so much needed reminders, thoughts, and honestly even some closure. I've quite literally poured all that I am into making this album, these videos, the artwork, and all of the mixed emotions that I've, dealt with along the way. Tracking these songs has challenged me both musically and emotionally, but it's been amazingly intrinsic and cathartic, just putting it mildly. These songs are nothing less than interpersonal acceptance of who I've become as a result of all of my previous experiences. Kind of a unification of emotions and passion, if you would. I've kept a fairly detailed notebook with all kinds of notes and different things I've jotted down for about every track and every video, all the graphics I've created, all kinds of little thoughts and ideas, etc. And it's helped me stay focused and remind me of what I'm doing along the way. Bethany, my little helper, has a few cameos herself on the album. She played a couple of notes on One With You and another track I can't remember off the top of my head, but as well as being part of the Connett choir that all of my girls helped out with. I think I mentioned before that it's important to me that I played all of the instruments on the album, and I do that with dedication to the craft and how I felt that each respective instrument best fit with each song. And I've spent hours and hours on tracking, mixing, editing, and finalizing every song to where I feel it's best represented. And I hope that the final results dictate the love and passion that I've poured into this. Okay. This last piece, I wasn't sure about sharing publicly, but this has all been such an emotional experience for me that I wanted to share it. I want to be my authentic self in an intimate reveal. So here goes. I was just sitting here thinking about this album, how important it is to me, and why I'm doing it. I love music. It's a given. Anybody that knows me knows that. I've been doing music as much as I possibly can since I was a kid. There were several years I wasn't able to play. Just people that didn't support me, people didn't want me to do it, and that's fine. I had a life, and I, got married, had kids. But then I had a chance a few years ago to start all over again with my music. And I've done that, and playing that band, right back there, you see that poster, has affected me deeply, immensely. Brought that love for music back into my life. Not only that, but I haven't stopped what's going on up here, which is writing music, or not even writing, just come up with these ideas. And I don't know, you ever drive down the road and whatever your hobby may be, maybe it's not even a hobby, maybe just I don't know, think of random things, and you get ideas. Oh, I should do this, or what if this construction company tried this, or whatever. Even small things like, oh, you know what? I should watch that documentary tonight. That happens for me, but it's music. It sounds goofy and silly, and maybe if you're a passionate musician, you understand what I'm saying. But for the most part, that's how it works for me. It's just an organic experience. It just comes out of me, and a lot of times, I think of things all the time, even words. I write poetry and things a lot, just personal stuff, and music just kind of comes to me, and I'll think of an idea or a riff or some melody or something like that,
and then I'll come home and I'll sit down at the piano or the keyboard or even my guitar, and I'll try to play it and try to get out of, whatever's going on up here, try to get it out and play it. But I put it off for years thinking I was never good enough, thinking I wasn't talented enough. I didn't have the money. I didn't have access to a studio or anything like that to make an album, and I've wanted to for so long. Some of these songs are based on demos that I recorded in the early 2000s. One With You was demoed, originally recorded, I guess, by one of my best friends and I on his back deck. He's a professional 4-track recorder, and it turned out all right, but I loved that song and that music, and that became One With You. I demoed Lillies and Grace. I demoed Herindo Rustica, and even Of a Flower. 18, 19, 20 years old. I'd come up with these things, and here I am almost 50 and finally recording them. I love playing. I love music. And the older that I've gotten, the more I think about, how much longer am I going to procrastinate and put this off? How long am I going to wait? I want to play music until I can't. Plain and simple. That's my plan. But I also think about leaving a legacy for my kids. But honestly, for myself. I kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Now I'm doing it. Tomorrow's here. It's a challenge. It's a challenge producing yourself and managing yourself. It's one thing to have the thoughts and the music going on up here. It's another thing to get it out, get it into the instruments, get it into the software, and finally hear it played back. And it's interesting because these songs have grown so much more than I thought they would have over the course of 20, 30 years. They've developed into things that I'm very, very proud of. Especially Lillies and Grace, and I sent it to my daughter, Madison, and she was ecstatic as hell, because both of my younger girls have heard that melody for years. And I wrote it for my oldest and my middle child, and so they've been hearing this for at least 20, going on probably close to 20 years. And now I finally got it recorded. I added instruments to it that I never thought I'd play mandolin. I never thought I'd add mandolin to it, or harmonica. I just want to make sure that I do this before I can't. What if I can't, So these songs, this music, they're huge to me. They're so important to me. I'm obviously not going to make a ton of money with this. That's not why I'm doing it. Same with writing books. I didn't write books to make a bunch of money. It's to take what's in here and get it out and produce something that I can be proud of for myself. And it moves on to the next thing, which is probably what I'll do. I've already got ideas for some other songs, and I've been working with Scott on a couple of new songs for a 4-song EP. And this album's not even done yet. But I'm getting there, I'm getting close, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm very proud of what I'm doing. And I'm just glad I can do it. At this point, I keep to myself as far as my private life. But while I'm doing this album, I'm broke. I don't have a job. I was working on starting a new job, and it fell through. And I didn't get it. So as I'm looking for other work, doing some side work, trying to do what I can to make money. I'm still focused on getting the album done because it means a lot to me. And just make sure I take care of my little one. Hey, this album, it's been a long time coming. It's originally called Gathering of the Soul, and then it was going to be called The Gathering. Obviously, I changed my mind on those. The memory locations is something that I'm extremely proud of, and I can't wait to get it finished and get it out there. I love it. I'm excited. Thank you for watching.